welcome back to my bi-weekly Shop My Stash. It's been a bit of a while. I usually take a break over the summertime just because I'm not wearing makeup as much, so the Shop My Stashes are a little bit pointless, but yeah, we are back with the twice a month or bi-weekly, however it's going to work out, Shop My Stash videos. Because it was summertime, I just pulled things randomly, so I don't have anything to show you that I had been using. So yeah, we'll just get into picking things out for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so if you aren't familiar with how I do my Shop My Stashes, specifically for eyeshadow palettes, all of my palettes are numbered. And you'll see that along column A there. And every 2 weeks I pick 6 palettes every 2 weeks. And I use random number generator, and I don't reuse a palette until I've gone through my entire collection at least once. Now, because it was summertime and I kind of picked things randomly, I let things kind of fall by the wayside on the tracking and all that kind of stuff. So I just cleared my date used thing, and we're starting from scratch with them. So any number that comes up is what we will be using for this week. But in the future, if a number comes up that's already been used, I will pick another number to replace that one. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to go to random number generator. I do have 143 palettes, well, almost 143. A couple were decluttered, but the number itself, the highest number I have in my collection that is actually numbered, is 143. So we are going to go with this. And the first one is 120, which would be, oops, oh, dang technology. And of course, that's one of the couple that just got decluttered. So moving on, 78. Urban Decay Naked Honey. I'm just going to write these down because I probably won't remember. Naked Honey. I will mark them down on my database here afterwards just to save some time. Next is 100. What in the what? 106. There we go. And that is, ooh, one of my favorites, the UCanBe Cageling palette. Number 29. And that would be the Kalaidos Futurism Sci-Fi Green. Halfway there, 3 more palettes, 138, and that's the Juvia's Place, the Warrior. That would be the volume 1. 2 more palettes, 143. The latest one that I have would be the Warrior 2. Okay, 143. Why I did that when I put it in as like out of order like that, I don't know. But anyway, last palette to pick. Oh wait, no. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, last palette. 127. Let's see, what is it? And it's the C Color Cosmetics. Nope. Yes. No. Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 127 is the ABH Jackie Aina palette. Okay, so some of my eyeshadow palettes, most of my high-end and some of my indie ones are stored in this top drawer of my toolbox here. So we're going to pull out the Naked Honey, which is right here. I will show you guys what they all look like in the inside after. Actually, most of them are coming out of this drawer. Okay, then we have the Jackie Aina palette from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. We're going to get the, where is it? The Sci-Fi green one from Kalaidos, which is this one right here. We're going to get the Warrior 2 and the Warrior, what was it? I can't remember now. Yeah, Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's Place, which is right here. And the regular Warrior palette, the original, which is this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that makes sense. And then some of my other palettes are in this bottom drawer here. And we're going to get this one, which is from UCanBe, and it's the Cageling palette. Okay, this next drawer is my face palette drawer. It's got some contour palettes and just some blush and highlighter stuff in it. So I tried to move out some of the ones that I had been using all summer, so some of those are under there now. Same with that one there. But there's been a few that I haven't used at all because of just having a tan all summer, but it's fading now a little bit. So we can move on to some other things now. And actually I was eyeing this one. I haven't used it in a while. It's the Cheekleaders Bronze Squad. It does have the deeper bronzer in it if I still need it. So I think we're going to pick this one. And then I want to use this IBY Highlight and Contour palette just because I kind of forgot about it. So I want to use this for contouring. Where's my numbers? There we go. So apparently I have forgotten how to push record when I am doing this type of thing on my phone. So we left off with the face palettes, and then I went and I picked a blush and a highlighter from this drawer, which is mostly singles and a couple of, you know, trios and duos and stuff like that. But because I already have a couple things in my Shop My Stash, as I kind of explained, and there's stuff in the face palettes that I picked, I only picked one blush and one highlighter from this drawer. So I did pick the Becca Luminous, what's this called? Luminous Blush in Foxglove, as well as this vintage Jessica Lipper Skinned highlighter. This is in the shade Crystal Pink. I really do enjoy the formula of these highlighters, but I never really grabbed for this one, so it's definitely different focus. It's definitely different than the other ones that I have in my collection, right, or in my Shop My Stash in my project pan right now, so we will use this one. Okay, so for concealers, I still have a bit of a tan, so I want to use some of these up. So I think I'm going to pull the Pretty Fresh ColourPop one, as well as... what do I have that's deeper? I do have the Smashbox one. This one's a little bit too dark, though. What should I do? You know what, I can probably mix the two if I have to lighten it a bit. And then, you know what, I'll take the other Smashbox one that I have, because it's super light even when I'm at my pale list, so I can mix them to kind of make it work. So that's what we're going to do with these. For powders, I have a finishing powder in my project pan as well as a face powder, and then I do have my Rimmel Stay Matte, which is broken apart and crumbly, so I want to use that up before I pick any more powders out for now. The palettes that I picked, most of them are fairly neutral, so I want to go ahead and pick a couple of colored eyeliners to try out, which are all in here. We're getting closer. You know what, this green one, this does not come off at, this looks kind of teal. This is like a leafy green color. It is not, it's not minty or teal. Wow, these look really similar. Why is my color like that? That is weird. This color, I assure you, is like a grass green. Like bright, not neon, but like grass green. That's what it looks like in the packaging. Why does it look kind of teal? I don't know. Maybe it'll look different when I'm editing. But this is a green, contrary to what this looks like. I will swatch it out later. So we'll pick that one, as well as we won't go too far into fall. You know what? This one will be fine. This is a liquid liner. It's like a bronzy kind of thing. It's from Annabelle, and it's supposedly, is it going to, come on, focus. Focus. There we go. It's supposedly waterproof, so we will try this out and see if it is. I've worn it before, but my eyes didn't get teary enough to see how well it works and stands up to my teary eyes. So we will try this one. And I did get a new eyeliner. Is this the one? It's a Jonteblu one. I got it in my Ipsy bag, so I do want to try this out. It's just a black felt tip eyeliner. And then lip liners, I don't really use them unless I need them, so those will just kind of stay there. I do have a lip liner in my project pan, so if I just feel like putting a lip liner on with a gloss, I'll use that one. And this fun drawer is my foundation drawer. So I think, do I want to use do I want to use it up? No, I think I'll hold off on that one for now. I have been using this Revlon one because it does match me. So I'm going to take this one out again because it works for my skin tone right now. And I'm going to use this Hello Happy Benefit one. This is in the shade 5. Again, it does match my skin tone right now. As my tan is fading slightly, it'll fade more over the next month or so before I get back to what I normally am throughout the winter. So we will use this one. And you know what? Maybe we will pick the Born to Run as well. Should we? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to leave this in here, but if for whatever in the 2 weeks, this Hello Happy one, I may end up running out of it. So if that happens, then I will switch it to the Born to Run. So we'll keep that in there just to save some space for now. And this is my primer drawer. It's got some under eye setting powders in there as well. I just pull them out as I need them. I do have a couple primers in my project pan right now, so I will use those up for now. And yeah, I'm not going to pick a new primer. And the setting powders, I just kind of go what I feel like for my under eyes. So yeah, I will leave in the cards here as well as in the description box below my project pan video if you are curious to see what I do have in that and what's going on. So I'm also going to be kind of using that too. Okay, I actually took time and dusted everything, even the lipsticks. Proud of me. Anyway, I'm just going to pull a couple of lipsticks. I do, again, have stuff in my project pan. Those are all very neutral shades. So I want to pick something just a little bit more not out there because I don't have a ton and I don't enjoy wearing out there shades too much. But I do want to pick something that's maybe a little bit deeper. So I think I'm going to pull this Revlon one. I bought this because I was feeling nostalgic. It's in the shade Black Cherry. This is what I wore 19 years ago when I got married, and I decided for whatever reason to buy a new tube just to be, again, nostalgic. So it's pretty dark, so we'll pick that one. And maybe, you know what, we'll work on liquid lipsticks. I do have my mascaras here. I just kind of pick them as I feel works for the look I'm wearing. These are some glosses, nothing too out there. I'll just pick it as I feel like I want it. More glosses. Okay, here we go. Here's some smaller sizes of the liquid lipsticks that I have. Oh, dear Lord, they're everywhere. Experience should have told me to put that down before I did what I did, because that's not the first time that's ever happened. And yet here we are. I hope I found them all. Okay, I'm debating on for a red one which one I want. I know I don't want this one. This is like Christmas for me, or if you want to do like festive Canada Day kind of thing, but this isn't something I would wear normally, so it's pretty, but not going to wear it. This, on the other hand, is a really pretty color, but do I want this one? You know what? Let's go for this one for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so I think that's enough lip colors because we got some darker ones and we got some neutral ones in my project pan. These are all just shadow sticks and everything. That's what I use for setting eyeshadow to make it pop sometimes instead of using a concealer. This is my project pan drawer right here. We just have some more liquid lipsticks. My Makeup Geek my Makeup Geeksy palette is there just because I use it a lot just to supplement stuff. Anyway, brow stuff. Again, stuff in my project pan I'm using, and I'll pull this if I need to. Not really picking anything, just whenever. And then we have some sparkly stuff, some shadows, liquid shadows, and pigments. So what shall we do? I think I want to use this one. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the Amber Rush, the very popular one. So we will pull this one. And do you want to do something just a little bit different? You know, we'll pull this kind of, what is it? Like a teal kind of color. Kind of a, I don't even know how to describe it. My numbers. Oh, wow. My talk is off. Apparently, I don't know how to talk or describe things. What shade is this? Does it say on here? There it is. What is it? Supernova. There we go. That would help if we did it that way. Wow, it's been a while since I edited on my phone. I am so sorry. Okay, so this is what all 6 eyeshadow palettes look like that I'm going to be using this week. Don't mind that squeaking. That is my chair, which I keep saying I'm going to get a different one, and yet here we are, and it's still the same squeaky chair. Okay, so that's what the outside of all of those palettes look like. Okay, so this is the inside of the Warrior 1 palette. This is the Warrior 2 palette. Yes, this is the Warrior 2 palette. It is all matte, so it should be a nice accompaniment to that palette. Then we have the Naked Honey, which actually will go nice with the other 2 palettes as well. We have the Kalaidos Cosmetics. This is the Sci-Fi Green palette. And then the Cageling palette. It's got some really pretty colors in here. We're finally moving out of the neutrals a bit. I guess we did with the Sci-Fi Green as well. So we got that. And then the Jackie Aina palette as well. That's what that one looks like. As a recap, those are the concealers and foundations that I'm using. This is the face palette from Benefit, the Cheekleaders Bronze Squad, and the IBY highlighter and contour palette. And this is what the Benefit palette looks like inside, and the IBY palette. And here is the Infallible Pigment Amber Rush. What is it? And here is the L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush Pigment, the Becca Foxglove blush, and the vintage, what was it called? Something pink, Crystal Pink highlighter. And here's what they look like open. And I also did swatches so you can see the Amber Rush is on by closest to my wrist. Then we have the Becca blush and then the highlighter closest to my fingers. And here we have the last of the products, the few eyeliners, the liquid shadow, and the lipsticks. Okay, and then here is what those look like. We have closest to my wrist, we have that brown bronzy liquid eyeliner, then the black liquid liner, then we have that green shade I was telling you about that doesn't look green in the packaging on video, but is very much like a kind of grass colored green. Then we have that liquid shadow, we have the Nars Velvet Lip Crayon, I think that's what it's called, in Cruella, and then we have the Revlon lipstick closest to my fingers, and that is in the shade Black Cherry. And that is everything that I will be using for the next 2 weeks for my Shop My Stash, as well as my Project Pan items that I will be using along with this. Again, I will leave that video linked in the description box below, so if you're curious, you can go and check that out. I will also leave all the products that I've mentioned here in the description box below with the shades and everything, in case you are curious as to what anything is. Let me know in the comments below if you do Shop My Stash and what sort of things you're using this week. Are you kind of getting more into the fall vibes for what you're using, or are you still holding on to summer as much as you can? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.